Today I'm going to let you guys and gals in on a great secret, perhaps the greatest secret of all, or one of them at least. Very few know this. How I came to know it is this. In the early 2000s, and late 90s for that matter, while living on the beach in Fort Lauderdale, I was in the Gulf Ocean Club at that time. Then I sold it and bought into the Galleon. I used to cross the bridge a couple of times a week over the Intercoastal to get to Federal Highway to go to New Age Books and Things, which was owned by two Wiccans, two white witches who I became very friendly with, and their staff was comprised of mostly Wiccans. In fact, I would do seminars for them. I got along with them very well. They were very good friends of mine. They were good people. Well, they told me of a book that I had to buy. A man came into the store one day, very erudite, learned German gentleman with a book. He sold them 100 copies of the book. It was called Secret Societies. I believe that's what it's called. That or Secret Doctrine. Somewhere in one of my bookcases throughout the house. Now the man told my Wiccan friends that he may not be around, he may not be able to get them more because he was being watched by men in black. Story gets wilder. The man, by the way, eventually set up another meeting to deliver 100 more books to New Age Books and Things, and he went missing. Never found again. In the book, he told a tale that Nikolai Tesla, by the way, made allusions to. One of the reasons why he was imprisoned by the government. L. Ron Hubbard, the original founder of the Scientology lodges, did regressive hypnosis on hundreds upon hundreds of patients, Jews. And the story that he uncovered was always identical. And the story is this, that the ancient Israelites, or I should say the ancient sons and daughters of Japheth, the Ashkenazi, who were not Semitic, made a deal with an extraterrestrial race to take over the earth and rule it and enslave you, your children, and your grandchildren. L. Ron Hubbard was very famous at the time. They could not denigrate him. The Jews didn't have the power, so what they did was the old axiom. If you can't beat him, join him and take him over. They bought into the lodges and eventually took them over. And Edgar Bronfman, the owner of Seagram's and also the California Angels at one time, he had shares in it. Michael, whatever his name is, I forget the last name now, owned it on paper. But Bronfman bought over the lodges and disguised the whole thing. And if you look around you and see what's going on today, the United States, all your politicians are owned by the Israeli lobby or AIPAC. The Jews start war after war after war, taking over more and more land, taking over countries through their bankers, through their big pharma corporations, through their Hollywood movies, and through their TV, which I call Talmudism. Friends, that's an unadulterated fact. The Jews did make a deal with an extraterrestrial race. And if you can't think outside the box and open up your mind to that irrevocable, unadulterated truth, Shame on you.